X demands undercooked chicken. Can't understand how he got sick. A recent post about an ex demanding a specific meal reminded me of a similar situation with my ex. Standard, I'm on mobile, etc. So my ex decided he wanted me to make a specific chicken dish for him, and handed me a copy of the recipe. I looked it over. Simple enough to make. And then I see the instructions to stick it in the oven at 250 F for an hour. I looked at him and asked, "Are you sure this is right? If I cook it at 250, it's still gonna be almost raw in an hour." He got upset and yelled about how he copied the recipe exactly. "Just make it like it says." Okay, fine. I did. Pulled it out of the oven. Served his. Then cranked the oven up and put the rest back in to cook longer. Sure enough, that chicken was bright pink and barely warm. Just like I said it would be. He ate the whole thing and said, "That was pretty good." Now how hard was it? Next day, he calls to tell me how upset his stomach is, etc., but blames the tacos he had for lunch. Suor. It was tacos. Not damn near raw chicken. He's lucky it wasn't worse. When cooked properly. 350 F. Not 250. It's actually pretty good. We've been apart 11 years and I still refer to it as 250-degree chicken every time I make it. My ex cooked chicken for 20 minutes at 180 degrees C. All chicken. Nuggets. Goujons. Breast. I asked him what he would do if he ever had to cook a whole one. He said, "It's chicken. Obviously I'd stick it in at 180 feet, okay, but for how long? It's chicken. 20 minutes. That's how you cook chicken." His stomach was in shreds and we were like 23 when we went out. He also thought towels were self-washing because you dry off when you're clean. So he wasn't exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer. Haha. I remember in the students' dormitory. In Germany. Before the internet. And that French guy wanted to make American chocolate cookies. He kept burning the cookies. And saying that the fault was the oven. That could not get hot enough. He needed 375 degrees Celsius. I was an avid D&D player. So I did know all about imperial units. And told him, "Hey. That is Fahrenheit. Pretty sure it is 190 Celsius. Nope. So he puts again the new batch. Cranks the oven to the max. And burned. The funny thing was hearing that big French guy. With his soft voice saying sadly, "Not hot enough." Unfortunately I can top that. My friend once tried to cook a chicken, but forgot to turn the oven on. However, many hours later he pulls out the raw chicken, shrugs, and maybe sticks it in the refrigerator while he orders a pizza. The next day he tries again to cook this chicken again. I don't recall if it was just sitting in a room temperature oven for a few hours or overnight. But either way he proceeds to bake and then eat his science experiment. I hear the vomiting and diarrhea only lasted a week. This is why everyone should have a meat thermometer and a magnet with safe cooking temps for different meats on their fridge. I remember having a huge fight with an old roommate. 3 of us lived in the house. This dude thought he was going to grow up to be Gordon Ramsay or something. He made everyone eggs that were completely runny. Like the whites didn't even look white. Just clear because of how little heat was applied. I declined. And he got super butt hurt about how I wanted my eggs burned, and was an ungrateful bee for not accepting his food. The other roommate took a few silent bites and then got distracted, and didn't eat any more. He also made a big deal out of how he had sacrificed his time to cook for us. I was like, barely. If you actually took some time to cook, they might be, no, cooked. Mario. If you're out there, I'm amazed you haven't killed yourself with raw food yet. Also, go F yourself. How to make the salmonella you're going to eat all comfy and warm. Chicken internal temp should be at least 165 degrees. I suppose a 250 oven would get there eventually. But this obviously wasn't ready. Christ, he's still alive? Sounds like he put down 250F instead of 250C? Either way, well done. I misread that as undercooked children at first. This reminds me of an episode of Flavor of Love, a dating reality show where women line up to date. Flavor Flav. Anyhow, one of the contestants was not bright. Like at all. She attempted to cook a whole raw chicken in the microwave for 20-ish minutes if I'm not mistaken. I'll be back with a YouTube link. https youtube.be/kememdv7xww. I was once served a not thoroughly cooked turkey for Xmas. I ate around the pink and blood to be polite and hopped for the best. The reason for pink turkey? It costs too damn much to run the oven. I still shake my head about that one, even though I know how cheap they are. Medium rare poultry is a bad thing. Once he yelled at me, I would have told him to cook it himself. The owners of where I work are terrible at food safety. They will bring in their leftovers and set them on the kitchen counter at 8 a.m. and leave them there. Around 12:30 they will ask if I want any. If I decline, they are super offended. I'm really tight about meat temperatures in my kitchen. If someone asked me to do this, probably what would happen is I'd pull it out, grab my meat thermometer, put the plate in front of them, and then stick the meat thermometer in while they watch. Okay, I followed the instructions you provided. So I just want you to know what you're getting into first. The USDA safe minimum for whole chicken is an internal temp of 165. This reads 135. What do you want to do? Quote. And if they proceed, I never let them near uncooked food again. Uig, good job. I ate raw chicken once. Got sick for almost a week. Haven't been able to stomach it ever again since. It's been almost 2 years since I ate chicken or could stand it. Ha ha ha. 250 Celsius equals 482 Fahrenheit. I'm pretty sure that was the mistake he made. So the recipe was in Celsius and he didn't write that down, and since North America, especially the States, still uses Fahrenheit, he just assumed it was okay to write the number form, not in which unit it was used. Person shrugging. 250 degrees is over the min cooking temp for chicken. https www.usda.gov/media/2011/05/25/cooking-meat-check-new-recommended-temperatures / text equals poultry %, 3A% 20 the %, 20 safe %, 20 cooking %, 20 temperature the %, 20 same %, 20 at %, 20,165 %, 20% C 2% BAF. Poultry. The safe cooking temperature for all poultry products, including ground chicken and turkey, stays the same at 165 F. The key is checking the internal temp while cooking needs to hit 165 and a rest period after hitting that temp. So if it was cooked at 250, that's fine, but if it was raw, it wasn't cooked long enough. Why would you cook something for someone because they told you to like that? I'd tell him cook his own F&N king chicken. Oh, the bloody Fahrenheit. But the story is awesome.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.